Wallpaper removal. It doesn't have to be the disaster it was for your grandma or your aunt. Different wallpapers come down differently. You're looking at, please come close. You're looking at the backing to a wallpaper. When you remove wallpaper, if you're only dealing with one layer of material, you're in for it. What do I mean by that? Wallpaper has a front and a back. If your wallpaper is thin, it's going to come down in one piece. You're dealing with one part, one thing. If your wallpaper is commercial, it's grass cloth, or some other vinyl, you're dealing with the front that comes off and the backing. You want a wallpaper, ideally, to have a backing so that it comes off like this. And if you remove it with two people, you can be motivated by the fact that you can beat them by pulling down larger sheets. I'm being facetious. The trick to successfully removing wallpaper without losing your sanity, without losing your cool, and without destroying your walls underneath, the number one asset that you will have is patience. If you patiently remove your wallpaper, it will come down a lot easier than if you lose your patience and start ripping it like it's sheets of Band-Aids. But if you keep your cool, your wallpaper removal project will actually respond in correlation to the patience with which you handle the project. You can tear it down and get frustrated, or you can slowly and patiently, and what I call methodically, take down the paper without screaming, cursing, and losing it, as you can see here. And when it gets very difficult, your approach should get very detailed. Careful around electric outlets. As you know, water conducts electricity, so you got to be careful. But with patience, you can generally tackle any wallpaper removal project in the same manner that you see me doing it in front of you right now. It's water. No, it doesn't have anything in it. Not laundry detergent, nothing. Not vinegar, nothing. It's not even hot. Can you do this? I think you can. Do you get the point? The point is to show you that if you have patience and water and fingernails that go past the flesh, it's important. You need fingernails that go past the flesh. You need to get them under the paper. Seriously. If you don't, you're not going to be doing it successfully like I am. You'll need something to get under the paper. And I use my fingernails, which are strong enough to scratch the surface, but they are less offensive to the surface than anything you can buy to assist you in this endeavor. The project at hand is the removal of one sheet of wallpaper in order to replace it. And so if you're going to do that, this video will help you to remove wallpaper with the added benefit of telling you how to remove it next to a sheet of wallpaper that cannot get wet. Generally, your wallpaper can get wet. Well, but if it's a grass cloth product, it cannot get wet. And so, in that case, you want to get plastic to cover the product, and you want to run a piece of tape right down the edge. I used a hand masker. And if you don't have a hand masker, they sell rolls of plastic, the end of which has usually a blue roll of tape that when it unravels the plastic that gets taped down to the product with the blue tape. And if you're doing that, you want to protect your grass cloth. What other products would prevent water from getting on them? Definitely grass cloth. And all the other types of natural products. Hyacinth says right on the directions, do not get this wet, blot it up quickly. And that's a flower, because the water absorbs in and discolors it. So if that's the case, you can cover your sheet with plastic. There was something else I wanted to tell you. Cover it. Maybe somebody can ask me the question if it should come to their mind. But other than that, that's how we remove wallpaper next to a sheet of wallpaper that's staying, that's going to remain. Okay? And it comes down nice and easily. Oh, I think I was going to tell you, when you get close to this part here, watch what I do. Rather than spray the tape, I bring the water over with my hand. So I'm spraying it 5 inches away, then bringing it close. This way you can avoid the pooling of water near your tape line. Last thing, if your wallpaper does not come down easily, I now have over 10 videos on my channel on the removal of wallpaper. In fact, one of them is one of my most popular videos on YouTube. If your wallpaper is impossible to come down, YouTube in the search bar, Spencer Colgan, wallpaper removal, when wallpaper is impossible. The name of the video is When Wallpaper Removal Becomes Impossible. And I show you what to do. But I don't recommend that procedure if your wallpaper will come down under normal circumstances. This is normal. If your wallpaper takes 5 or 6 hours to get down, that's normal. Don't just run to the procedure, because what I do is I tell you to leave it up, but I want you to watch the video so that you get a good understanding of when to remove it and when not to. The only time you don't remove it is when it's impossible to get down. Thanks for watching the video. By the way, don't go. If you need wallpaper, contact wallpaperboulevard.com. That's wallpaperboulevard.com, and they'll give you 10% off if you use my name with my hashtag, which is Spencer Colgan is Wallpaper. Okay, happy papering. I'll see you on the next video.